All right, just want to give you the basic video on how this whole thing goes. This is your miracle guitar. So, basic switching, volume knob, press in on it, and you get a blaster. Don't because you will blow the spring, press it. All the way off. All the way off. Alright. Regular 5-way switch. All the way down is your neck. Move one back. You now have your neck and your middle. The middle position. One more back. You're at the middle and neck. All the way back, you're at the bridge. If you flip this switch that's directly at the back up, adding the neck in series to any position you have. If you add the neck in series to the bridge, you have the neck in series to the bridge. This switch right here, all the way in the back, that makes it out of phase. Really hollow sounding, as opposed to what you're doing is you're making this bridge pickup out of phase with the neck pickup you just added. That'll also work when you are in the position where these two are together. When this is down, you've got your middle and your bridge. When you put this up, these now middle and bridge is out of phase. That also works when everything's in single coil position. If I go on this middle one here, straight up and down, that is both of these two humbuckers in humbucker position. If I go back, I'm now looking at these two in the middle coils. The other two are cut out. Those two coils, that's when this is in this middle position. When this is there. Okay. Now I'm using these two coils here, like it's a parallel humbucker position. Now if I go the other way, I have the two outsides. More like that Strat 4 position that you normally have. Either way you do that, these two will humbuck each other when put together. That also works. This same thing will work in the regular position, like I'm now just on the bridge, full humbucker bridge, single coil bridge. That's this coil, single coil bridge, that coil. That'll do the same thing in your middle position, humbucking, and then single coil. This one, this one, that also works when you add this with the neck. Or when you add the neck to the coil. Change all that as well. tone knob right here. All the way off. If you pull it up, you go really bright. That's going to remove the tone knob altogether, and it's going to take out a little bit of bass. So even if I am all the way bright, I pull this up, it's even brighter. Right now we're rolling with the oval on, so if I put an effect in, and I flip this switch, bring in now your pedal board. The last one is, this is the gain knob. So if I press this in, that is all the gain. That's full gain. I can turn that down. So it could be a little bit of gain. Almost no gain. So if you have it all the way down, it's unity. So you don't hear any difference compared to all the way up. Yep. The battery right now is not in there. I don't have a battery in there. I have the two clips connected together. That's going to allow you to phantom power. This guitar is being phantom powered right now. Here's your phantom power pedal. I wrote everything you need to know on there, but to give you the basics, this is where your amp comes out. You go to the amp on this, or I like to put it to my delay pedal, then to my amp, so my delay is after my volume knob, so I can swell into the delay. These are the two loops. This is where the loop's going to go. This goes into your pedal board on the top. This goes back from your pedal board, or whatever pedals you want to separate to make the loop right there for your oboe. This one right here is where the oboe goes in. That's a TRS jack. TRS is going to have the ring in it. You do a TRS jack in there for your oboe. Now, if you're going to phantom power this thing, you are going to use a TRS jack as well, and that goes in here in the main and the one on the bottom. Okay? The TRS jack in the main. If you have this to the middle, you will have nothing going to the ring area. So if you have a battery-powered guitar that you're trying to run off the battery and you have that in the middle, you're not going to have power because you're going to have the battery still disconnected. It kills your battery on there. That's a safety. You could use that to be able to keep your guitar plugged in without letting your battery die by just flipping that to the middle position. All the way up is going to have it giving you phantom power to your guitar. That's when there's no battery in the guitar and the guitar is connected. Never have it on that when you use the regular guitar. If that light's on, you want to always have a TRS jack in here into a guitar that's ready for it. You will not hurt yourself. You will blow the circuit inside of this thing. If you're using a regular guitar with it, you can still use the TRS jack. It's probably just a good habit to always use it with a regular guitar because it's going to send the ground to the ring, so you're just going to ground this out. Every time when this is plugged in, that you plug and unplug into the main jack, you really should have this straight in the safety position. You can have it in the ground position. It ain't going to be a bad thing, but I would just always have that in that middle safety position when you plug in and unplug as a habit. That'll keep you from blowing the thing out. Flip it to on after you have yourself plugged in. Probably best to have your amp on standby when you do that. This is your oboe. If you don't have an oboe in there, just go to main guitar, have the oboe off, the light will be off. If you have an oboe guitar in there, have it up in the oboe position. That'll give you the best way to go with that. I personally always, when I make these sleeve cable runs, I always make one with a piece of tape on it so I know which one is which, and also so I know which one's going into what spot, and just get into a habit of which one you use for which one, because you're going to have the same type of plug on both sides probably. I don't suggest buying some crazy expensive rattlesnake plug. I suggest just buying yourself regular, you know, whatever cables you like. I like Pig Hog cables. I buy 2 of them. I buy a little bit of sleeve for $5 on Amazon. I make my own thing. You can see. Everything's written on there as well as the safeties. It's not on there like with anything special. It's marker. Like, it'll fade. Take a picture of it. Make sure that you got it. If you want to go down to 1 battery in your guitar, here's a loop. You can close off the other battery and use 1 battery in your guitar. Go 9 volt. I always suggest 18 volt. 18 volt's going to give you the best sound, as well with the pedal. Give it 18 volt. If you give it 9, you're actually giving it, if you give it 9, you're actually giving it 8. If you give it 12, you're giving it 10. If you give it 18, you're giving it 16. It shaves a little bit of power off, so give it the most you possibly can. That's what I suggest about that. Other things you need to know. Yeah, it's a great guitar. I fully intonated it and got it all ready for you. You might want to raise up the action. I have the action set really low just so that I prove it can do it. Every note is ringing out. Every note's ringing out beautiful. The 0 fret is here. If you ever start getting some pinging in your 0 fret from over wear, just let me know. I'll send you out a 0 fret. I purposely make them so they just pull right out and push right back in. It doesn't need any special tools, and anyone can pretty much do it. You've got strap locks. I'm gonna send them to you. The guitar is set up with strap locks. Pickup heights are where I kind of think they're comfortable. I think they give a good tone. You might want to change them. You know, your call. In your case, you have another ring that matches another one of these pickup switches and another one of these headstone pieces. I put these in with hot glue, like a lot of industrial hot glue behind the glass. When your buddy makes the glass pieces, I would do the same. To get this one out up here, I would hit that with a heat gun lightly on the actual glass itself. That'll allow this to open up and allow you to get that back out. Just try not to overheat the whole thing. You don't want to burn the wood, you know. It'll come out though. Great guitar, really like it. Truss rod. You know why I don't have truss rod covers? Use your truss rod. Learn how to use your truss rod. Watch your truss rod. You know, hold your string at the 1 and the 24. Look at how much space you have. When that starts to be too much space or too little space, you move it around. Guitars are made of wood. They move with environments. If your environment winds up being too humid or too dry, the guitar is going to change and move. The best way to keep the guitar always playing the same is to change the guitar. You can't control the environment, but do what you can. Keep your guitar in a case. I really think that really does the best. It's keeping guitars in cases, unless you have like the whole room kept. Like this room is always at 35% humidity all year round. It is 67 degrees and 35% humidity basically year round. I keep my guitars out; they stay exactly the same. I bring them in the house, put them on stands or you know, wall hangers, and things move all over the place. So that's my suggestion there. I'm going to box this all up and ship it out to you. Awesome. Hope you like it.